of Hoover on a counter.
3rd down and 3. They need to convert to keep the drive alive. Another power shift. Pitch out. Shanks pushes his way forward, gets the 1st down and more. They still haven't brought him down, and now he gets another Salvatore's Pizza and Pasta 1st down.
That's huge right there. It's just a old Dallas sweep, if you want to call it. Just toss the ball out there, and here he comes. Well, we're not going to see that one, I don't think. But anyway, just a toss right. Got those linemen out in front.
Cam Torber there on the tackle. And now on 1st down, they don't go anywhere fast. The Buccaneers able to sniff that one out with Shanks on the carry.
Yeah, that was Big Rudolph right there. 5'11", 300-pound nose guard. But it's hard to block him. He just kind of smothered the running back.
Only a gain of 1, 2nd down and 9. Getting some pressure. Good job by Bradley. Wow, but this time he gets dumped and just smacked down. Cam Torber once again making the big play, and that's a tackle for a loss.
Big job by Torber. You watch him right there. He's going to cut back. Bradley does right into Torber. Looks like his daddy there. His daddy made a lot of plays like that.
And that is our wing stop of the game. Cam Torber able to bring down Brock Bradley. 3rd down and long.
Sending the house.
Bringing the heat was Torber. Now Brock able to really get back to the original line of scrimmage. And he's brought down again. He's able to get up, and he looks like he's okay. Justin Hartley there to make the tackle.
Well, he had 2 guys deep, and I'm talking about deep. They were in touchdown area. You got to run a route to get a 1st down there, and Bradley had 2 receivers that were deep. I'm 30 yards deep. Didn't have anybody at the 12 to 15, and that's what he needed.
Tulios to punt for Spain Park. Moultrie back deep along with Winston. Tulios kicks it.
Good punt.
Over to Moultrie. He has the ability to take it to the house. J.J. Moultrie. And this time he's brought down right at about the 25-yard line.
Got to give a lot of credit right there to Masterson. He set the edge. They couldn't get outside him, so he had to turn it back in, and Moultrie can go the distance.
We take a break. We come back. We're all tied up at 27 apiece. 7:31 left in regulation. Stay tuned.
Mr. Sparky and 1 Hour Air Conditioning and Heating. Friday Night Rivals is brought to you by Drummond Company, the Mesrano Law Firm, People's Bank of Alabama, Window World, Children's of Alabama, Avadian Credit Union, Whataburger, Freddy's Frozen Custard and Steak Burgers, Salvador's Pizza and Pasta, First Choice Heating and Cooling, Shops at Grand River, ACT Equipment, University of Alabama, Bullard Roofing, Fortis Institute, Louis Appliance, Addiction Prevention Coalition, Alabama Dial 811, Air Experts, Win South Credit Union, Benjamin Franklin Plumbing, Mr. Sparky, and 1 Hour Air Conditioning and Heating.
What we saw was an outstanding first play, and look at ACT Equipment. Remember, ACT Equipment is the premier dealer for parts, services, and sales of new and used equipment, locally owned and operated. We serve Central Alabama. We will provide free pickup and delivery of all equipment sales and services within a 30-mile of our location in Aniana. Act now, 205-379-8292, or visit actequipment.net for more details. 27 apiece. Here come the Bucks. Nice run there by Jefferson. Keelan Jefferson on the carry, and he's able to get some positive yards, a yard short of the 1st down.
So what Chip English has done is he's alternated 4 running backs in, and Jefferson's fresh. I'm talking about his legs are pure, and he's got plenty of energy. They're running the edges now. Let's see if they can stop him.
Beeson Great move there by Avery Crawford. Here comes Avery Crawford. He pushes off a defender and finally goes down in Jaguar territory. Another Salvatore's Pizza and Pasta first down for the wide receiver from the Bucs.
They're going to run hurry up now. That was an RPO. It's what you call a run-pass option. They fake the dive. Beeson pulls it, hits the receiver on the run. Boy, that's a great play right there.
Quick pass in a hurry. And does he hold on to it? No, he can't hold on to it. Lightning couldn't strike twice for Crawford.
Trying to run some hurry up. Those RPOs are something that's brought in, and it's a big thing now in high school football. Quarterback has the option to either give the dive or pull it and throw to that little receiver running right down the middle of the field, or running an out, or running whatever route they go with it.
Mosley in the backfield along with Beeson at quarterback.
That's the hard thing for the quarterback, James. He's got to let them get set. He's trying to get them off the line of scrimmage as quick as he can, and he's snapping the ball while the lineman is still not set. So that hurts.
So now 2nd and 15 for the Buccaneers.
You got Warren out here on a smaller corner.
Keeping it on the ground and doing enough just to keep him honest.
I don't think there's any doubt now. As a play caller, what Chip's thinking about is we're in 4-down territory. We're down here inside the 30. We're on about the 31-yard line. We got 2 plays to make 11 yards. Let's see what we can do here.
3rd down and long. That wide receiver to your near side is Amari Towns, who's already caught 1 touchdown pass. He's shown that he can outleap everybody else on Spain Park's team. Jefferson in the backfield along with Beeson. Beeson getting some pressure, throws a bullet and high, intended for Chris Warren as tight end and incomplete.
Great job by Christian Smith. Boy, he's done a great job from that outside linebacker spot, coming in and putting pressure on Mack.
So now we're looking at 4th and long.
He's going to kick a field goal here.
Field goal will give them the lead. Remember, we're all tied up at 27. And this will be about a 48-yarder.
Yeah.
And it looks like Jonah Winston will be the holder.
The thing is here, you got to get this ball up quick. You get it blocked, it'll be 6 the other way.
For the lead. Kick is high. And does it make it? Yes, it does. Bryant once again. He did it in South Florida, and he does it at home here in Hoover.
That's amazing. Isn't that amazing?
It had just enough lift to get through the uprights. And just like that, Hoover has really worked their way back into this one, and they have a 3-point lead with less than 6 to play.
48 yards. That's pretty strong in high school. Great job by the snapper, the holder, and the kicker. Good job.
Great job, and Brian kicked a 36 or a 38-yarder. We're going to take a break. We come back. We'll see if the Bucs defense can continue their momentum, or will Spain Park try to find a way to get back in this when they trail now by 3. Stay tuned. At Benjamin Franklin Plumbing, we're committed to ensuring the safety and quality of your home's drinking water. A pressing concern that has been at the forefront of public health discussions is the presence of lead in plumbing systems. Call us at 205-351-0706, and one of our professionals will be happy to examine your system. Benjamin Franklin Plumbing.
Well, Tim Fagak is telling his kids, we got plenty of time. We've moved the ball all night. Let's just do what we do best. And, you know, we're only down by one, you know, we're one pass down, one run down. Really not that. You're only a field goal down. So you're in good shape. You're in good shape, guys.
James Bryant on again for the kickoff. Another high sky kick, fair catch caught. And the ball is caught at the 31-yard line. Another Shops of Grand River kickoff. Remember, make sure you shop the Shops of Grand River, Birmingham's only outlet center.
Now, if you're the defensive coordinator for Hoover, one of the things you're really looking at is I'm going to put pressure on this quarterback. And that's what David Bush has got to do. I mean, you got to put some pressure on on Brock Bradley. You give him time, he can split you apart.
Bradley from his own 31. Barber in motion. They give it to Barber. They're going to pitch it back, try to in around, and now they give it back to the quarterback, Bradley. He's trying to find a receiver. He's throwing it. Nobody's there. Reception made. Dipsy-do misdirection back to Barber. Barber gets a first down and more into Buccaneer territory. Wow, I'm just happy that I kept up with him. The Salvatore's first down, pizza and pasta.
I'm glad you're the play-by-play guy, pal. That's some kind of call. We got a double reverse here. We're going to pitch it back to the quarterback, and then Bradley's just going to throw it. He's got two men open. He says, okay, let's throw it to the fastest guy on the field in white. Goodness gracious alive. Still fighting for yardage. Here we go. Yep, we got some illegal movement up there on the offensive line. I don't know if I've ever seen that play before. 46 years, I've never seen that. Double reverse, throw it back to the quarterback. Hit Barber streaking down the sideline. Great
Which was
call.
the original person who started
That's
the reverse.
right. That's right. That's exactly right. He got to quit kicking himself in the foot, though. You can't be going backwards.
And I think that may be our ACT equipment coach's call right there.
Yeah.
That was a pretty good call by Fakakis.
Great job.
1st and 15 now. Bradley looking for a receiver, has one wide open, catch is made, has some room to run, and he's eventually brought down right there inside the Windows World red zone. But another good play there by the Jaguars.
That's Greb. That's your baseball player, but he's a football player tonight. I'm going to tell you, he got wide open running down that sideline. Same play that they ran to score. Watch him here now. Watch Greb. He's here at the slot back. Goes in motion. He's going to go outside, out and up. Nobody's with him. The corner went with Barber. Boy, that's a great design play right there.
Connor Rebb. Now they're going with a larger lineup.
Yep.
And once again, they've got movement along that front.
Wow. I'm going to tell you right now, an offensive line coach is just going absolutely crazy. Well, my guys just not sitting in there and jumping back. They were down on about the 2-yard line. It's going to be back now on what, the 7?
Yes. They brought in Ryan Brazil, the fullback. Let's see if he's going to stay in the game or they're going to swap him out.
First time we've called Brazil's name tonight.
Yeah, he was in at fullback along with Shanks in there at running back. Let's see how it's going. Yeah, he's still in there. So it's Brazil and Shanks in the backfield along with Bradley. Going to hike it, give it to Shanks. Shanks is in for the score. Touchdown, another People's Bank of Alabama touchdown. Shanks in for the score, and just like that, Spain Park regains the lead.
We went to old-fashioned football that time. We lined up in the eye and ran lead right, and there he goes. I'm telling you right now, Shanks was not going to be denied. Guys, this is big boy on big boy right here. This is all man-o-man-o.
Dakari Shanks after the penalty, still able to get into the end zone as easy as it could have been from 1 yard out. It was there from 6 yards out. Point after attempt is blocked.
Yep.
And that was J.J. Moultrie once again using his speed to get the block.
And that's huge because it makes it a field goal game instead of a 4-point game. That's big. Good job by the Bucks. They come in from, oh, what's this? What's Brazil? Good block out there. Boy, Callie's not going to be denied there. That was Shanks, so Shanks goes into that end zone. Boy, great job. Great play call over there by Coach Vakakis and his staff. Line up in the eye, and here we come. That's big boy football right there, guys.
Hasn't been since 2015 as the Jaguars of Spain Park has been able to say they've defeated the Buccaneers of Hoover. With Shanks' touchdown, they're 4 minutes and 11 seconds away from saying that this senior class for Hoover won't walk away with another win from the senior class of the Jaguars of Spain Park.
I'm going to tell you, this is fun. This is fun to see these kids laying it on the line. There's no quitting either one of these teams. Lots of pride, lots of hot work in summer. Get in that August heat. And boy, they are laying it on the line and saying, here we come get us.
The Shops of Grand River kickoff.
You know, I wonder, James, if he can kick it deep.
I think he can.
Well, if he can, I believe I'd try to kick it deep on him one time.
I don't know about that. Remember, J.J. Moultrie took one back 99 yards last week in South Florida. You may want to stay away from him. Here comes the kick. Another sky kick. And good field position now once again for the Buccaneers across the 40. But we do have a player down for Spain Park.
Don't tell me that's Masterson, that linebacker, because
it looks like it is Masterson, and he's down and his helmet is off, which is not good after a play.
That is Braden Masterson down.
And looks like he is moving and he is up. That's good. And he got up and he's moving on right away. Like nothing happened. I don't think he realized that he needs to take a play off.
Yeah.
As it looks like we have a few showers that may be coming in. We hope not, but we may have a little bit coming in. Window and door installation are two areas that sometimes end up more time consuming and costly than intended when you do it yourself. This is frustrating, and remember, we've got you. Call Window World. Let the pros help you. Our professionals can help you save money. Call 205-916-2189 or visit us online at windowsworldalabama.com for more information. And just like that, another good run gets them close into Jaguar territory. And once again, that was Ja'Cory Hayes on the tackle, and he's holding that rib area. It looks like he does have the rib brace on to try to protect him.
That time they had Trot English coming from center and the guard coming out in front. Good lead blocking.
Keeping it on the ground, Mosley. Clock is not a concern right now. A little bit under 4 minutes to play, but the clock is running.
Well, they ran right at Big Landon Johnson that time. He's just stuffing up that middle, and they're just pushing it.
Trailing by 3. Quick pass, reception made by Crawford, and Crawford gets enough for a first down, and they'll move the chains.
Well, what they're doing is they're faking that dive inside and keeping that linebacker from dropping back. We're going to see it here. Beeson fakes the dive. Linebackers stay in. We run the slant across the middle, and the Bucks make a big play there. That's tough to defend.
Right at 3 minutes to play. A.J. Allen in the backfield. They give it to Allen. A.J. Allen has some room to run. Allen inside the 20, down to about the 9-yard line. Another first down, and now they're in the Windows World red zone. Good job there by A.J. Allen.
Absolutely, and a great job by that right side of that offensive line, and Richard and Fain. Great job getting a big push over there. You see Spain Park, they're trying to grab the football more now as it gets down there. You got to tackle them, get them on the ground.
Warren now moving over to the near side. They're going to give it to Allen. Wow, he has a huge hole into the end zone. Touchdown, A.J. Allen, another People's Bank of Alabama touchdown. And just like that, the momentum shifts again. 3-point lead now for the Bucks.
If we see that again, you're going to see a great block by the center, Troy English. That middle of that offensive line just opened up a hole big enough for a truck to run through right there. Great job by those offensive linemen from Hoover.
Brian in for the point after attempt. Kick is up, and it is good. 2:29 left to play in regulation, and the pendulum switches again in favor of Hoover with a 4-point lead, and senior A.J. Allen gets on the board.
Well, the thing about it, you got to feel good if you're Spain Park, because and you see the touchdown right there. Well, that's a great job by that offensive line. You got to feel good if you're Spain Park, because you got a quarterback that can throw it all over the field. Just give him some time, and he can throw it all over the field, and he's got receivers that can run. Boy, I'm telling you, this is going to go down to the wire.
Want to send a special shout out to the King boys for moving the heavy equipment that's used for this production. And as I've always said, King Boys Towing and Recovery, the best photograph of a group of towers in America. And they move all of our heavy scissor lifts and heavy equipment to all of our locations for Friday Night Rivals. A special shout out to King Boys Towing and Recovery. Shops at Grand River kickoff.
Yeah, they're going to kick it deep, I think.
Yeah. Kick it high, and it is returnable. And gets out of bounds at about the 26-yard line, and
that's
now a flag, a little extra.
Yep.
And he's like, wait, what did I do? Well, when you hear the whistle, you got to stop.
Yep.
And he didn't stop.
Nope. And that's just a player mistake, and that's something that I'm sure that whole coaching staff will be right there to tell him. You hear that whistle, you stop. Don't throw them down on the sideline. That's tough. That's 15 more yards. That just gives them that much better field position.
Field goal won't do it for Spain Park. They need a touchdown.
They got plenty of time. I mean, time's is not a factor here. 2:23. They got 3 timeouts left. Take your time, run your offense. You don't have to speed up. You don't have to do anything. Protect the football. That's your job right here. Protect the football, Spain Park.
First down from the 42-yard line are the Jaguars.
So Hoover calls a timeout. They've got 1 left.
They want to try to get their defense set. Another Addiction Prevention Coalition timeout. And remember, what would you know how to save a life? Addiction Prevention Coalition.
That's an interesting timeout, because now they only have 1 timeout. Spain Park does go down and score. They only have 1 timeout. And, you know, you want to keep those timeouts as long as you can keep them. Obviously, they saw something on the sideline that they thought could be dangerous. So they used the timeout. That's a head coach call.
But you got to remember, Spain Park has been able to connect on big plays.
That's right.
So they know if they leave a man open, it could really be a 1-play drive that could end in disaster for Hoover.
Right, and what they've really hurt them with is with that H-back sitting in that slot and run and grab down that sideline as that corner goes inside with the receivers, and they've had him wide open both times.
5 wide receivers set. Cowley, the running back, split out on the near side.
Draw.
Bradley gonna keep it on the quarterback draw, and he's able to get some positive yards out of that one, maybe about a 7-yard gain.
I like the call. Had the field spread way out. Had linebackers deep, about 8 yards deep, and they're dropping. Good call right there.
Quick pass, reception made by Cowley, and he's able to hold on to the ball, has enough for the first down before he's brought down by DK Bolden. Another Salvatore's Pizza and Pasta first down.
Great job by Cowley to catch the ball. Shows not only can he run the football, he's got good hands and can catch the ball.
Bradley now getting pressured. He eludes one defender, has some room to run, and he smartly runs out of bounds, but he does lose some yards on the play.
Well, that's a lot of pressure being applied right there, boy. That's an inside linebacker that came, and boy, he came in fast. And that was Cam Torber, and Torber put pressure on Bradley and forced him to run it out of bounds, lost a yard. Smart move by Bradley, though, to run the ball out of bounds.
Second down and 12. Bradley getting pressure, throws it, and the catch is made and gets out of bounds. And does he have enough for the first down? No, he's about 8 yards short, but it brings up third down and about 7 or 8. Good reception made there by Mitchell Frazier.
Well, that's a good job, too, and a great call there by the defensive coordinator for Hoover. He sent that linebacker. Nobody picked him up. Bradley had to get rid of the ball quick.
5 wide receivers set for the Jaguars. In Buck territory, trailing by 4. Bradley getting some pressure, and this time he's brought down for a sack. Huge play there by Tyson Bacon. He's bringing in the sizzle tonight.
Well, Tyson came in there on the inside, came inside that offensive tackle. Offensive tackle was not able to block him, and boy, that's a tough break right there. Tough break right there. But, you know, you're 4th and 11. You just about got to go for it. I mean, you don't have any choice but to go for it.
They need to get the ball inside the 40 down to about the 35 to make sure they have enough for the first. Minute 17 left. We've seen 18 points scored in the 4th quarter by the Buccaneers of Hoover. Their defense has really stepped up big and had some big plays. But for Spain Park, their offense has been outstanding. 377 yards of total offense as opposed to 436, most in the second half for the Buccaneers of Hoover. Right now on third downs, we're looking at for Spain Park there, 3 of 10 on third downs, 1 or 2 on fourth down conversions. So they got a 50-50 shot right now.
You know, James, you got to really tip your hat to Chip English and this staff that has come together and done such a great job after the adversity that they faced early in the year.
Yes. Fourth down and long. Shanks in and running back in the backfield along.
You got defensive offsides. Somebody lined up offsides. That
makes
helps.
it a little bit easier now.
Yep, that helps.
So rather than 4th and 11, you're looking at 4th and 6.
So Hoover sending 3 and dropping 8 back into coverage.
And then movement across the front for Spain Park.
Yeah, Big Craig, that big right tackle. He saw that linebacker jumping up in there, Torbor jumping up in there, and he moved, and they got that 5 yards back. Smart move by Torbor to make him think he's coming, but he probably is coming, James.
Now back to 4th and 11. Got to throw it. No, he says he's going to keep it. Does he have enough for the first down? He does.
Yep.
His second effort gives him another Salvatore's Pizza and Pasta first down. Make sure you mention Friday Night Rivals at Salvatore's Pizza and Pasta and get 20% off your order.
Well, that's a great read. Watch here. Watch Braden. He drops back. He sees open ground, and there he goes. He knows the first down's a 35. He gets to it. Great job by the quarterback, Brock Bradley.
What a seesaw this game has gone. The ebbs and flow here at the Hoover Met. Bradley getting pressure, Got to try to get rid of it. He does. He gets hit, and the ball is caught. Reception made. Great catch made by Corey Barber. He's in the Windows World red zone. Wow, what a play.
Yeah, take your time here now. Take your time if you're Spain Park. You give the ball back to Hoover with any time left, they're liable to score. But you want to take your time now, run your best plays, and score here. Well, what a play.
Great job by Bradley, able to find him in traffic, 2 defenders around him, and he's able to make the play. Corey Barber, great catch.
Great. You see how he came back to the ball, too, James. Corey Barber comes back toward the quarterback, lets him see his numbers, and he threw it up hoping to get his best receiver tonight, the football, and he goes up at the apex of the ball and catches it. And really, the defense had a chance to knock the ball down. I think they went for the interception instead of knocking it down. Tough play there.
So if you're Coach Vakakis, what are you trying to tell your team right now?
Well, we got plenty of time. We got a minute, and we still got a timeout left. You know, we've got somebody's charting what our best plays have been down here inside the 10-yard line. Some coach has got to be talking to another coach on the sideline saying, let's get in this formation. Formation dictates play. Formation dictates positivity, too, in this situation. But I like running behind that big offensive tackle over there, number 77, Craig.
And Bradley smartly gives the official the football. Looks like he wanted to make sure he had a drive one. Doesn't want anything to try to take away from this one. 1st and goal now in the Windows World red zone from inside the 10. Bradley going to throw it.
No.
And it's batted down, incomplete.
Bad decision right there. Bad decision. He threw into triple coverage. He had Barber wide open at the 5.
Trey Darden there to bat the ball down. Great play by the corner.
It sure was. But he threw it into the, you see how there were 3 black jerseys there and 1 white. You don't want to throw it into triple coverage. Watch this. Now you're going to see the, look there.
Yes, yes. Looks like he was trying to get it to Thornton.
Right.
Sometimes it's not the hero you want, it's the hero that's open.
That's exactly right.
2nd down and goal inside the 10. Quick pass over the shoulder. Touchdown.
Great
Corey Barber,
catch.
his 2nd touchdown of the night. Another People's Bank of Alabama touchdown.
Boy.
And the Jaguar faithful are going wild.
Wow. You notice that corner had his back to the ball. And Bradley throws to Barber over there in the corner. What a great catch there by Barber. Man alive, what a great catch.
The junior, 8 catches, 193 yards, and now 2 touchdowns. The all-important point after attempt to make it a 3-point game. And it's blocked. It's blocked.
Wow.
Once again, J.J. Moultrie in on the block, but we do have a player down. So now with 50 seconds left, a field goal can win it for the Bucks.
Remember when we talked about they took that timeout, and now they only have 1 timeout. So Hoover's got to be on point. They got to know what they want to do. They got to call 2 plays in the huddle. They got to get on the ball, snap the ball, get the ball out as quick as he can. You know, they've already proved James Bryant can kick the ball from the 35-yard line.
Yes.
If they can get the ball to the 30, let's say the 30, if they can get it to the 30, they got a chance with Bryant to kick a field goal and win the game. But what do you say about these coaches? What a great game all of these coaches have. I'm amazed at how well offensively both teams have performed against 2 good defenses.
No doubt about it. Between the 2 teams, almost 1,000 yards of total offense. 436 for Hoover, 413 for Spain Park.
You know, one team's going to walk out of here a winner tonight, and one's going to lose on the scoreboard. But I'm going to tell you this. This has been a big man's game, I'm telling you.
Yes, it has.
They have played, I mean, they go home, they're going to all be getting in ice baths.
Shops of Grand River kickoff. Josh Chulos on for the kick. Now the key is he going to sky kick it or is he going to kick it deep?
No, I don't think he's. I don't know. I think he's going to continue to pooch. No, he kicked it deep,
And
James.
this time he kicks a whale of it. It goes into the end zone. It is a touchback. As soon as you thought you had it figured out, yes, sir, he can kick it into the end zone.
He can kick it in the end zone. You know, mamas and daddies, you hug these kids after this game because they've left every bit of it on this baseball stadium where you see the SEC baseball tournament.
Yes.
And they've left everything they've got in their stomach on that field. And you got to be proud mamas and daddies when those kids come home.
Mac Beeson now needs to bring his team down at least to the 30-yard line in the next, I would say, about 40 seconds. You want to leave about 10 seconds left so you can kick it. This quarterback who transferred in from Gardendale has been able to blend into the Buccaneer family. And right now, they're trying to make a drive. But for Coach V, they're trying to walk away with a rare win over the Bucs. Pitch and catch, incomplete.
I just tried to run a quick out over there, try to pick up 5, 6, 7 yards and get out of bounds. So you see what they're trying to do now. They're trying to hit an intermediate pass and get out of bounds and move down the field that way.
Intended receiver was Hunter Purdue.
These guys playing safety, these two safeties, they cannot let anybody get behind them.
Very true. Beeson got plenty of time, throws it, and incomplete again. This time intended for Jonah Winston, and Winston is down, and he's on the ground, but they have 42 seconds left.
Well thrown ball. Well thrown ball, just well defended. You know, now you're thinking about one of the things that coaches are thinking about over there with Spain Park. Should we give those two big inside guys a break? Get somebody that can rush the passer. You know, get some speed in there, maybe not bulk.
Now, if you're Hoover at this point, even though it's 42 seconds left, this is an injury timeout. Do you try to run the ball because Spain Park is playing such prevent, then get the timeout?
I just don't think they can run the ball effectively against this kind of semi-prevent defense that they got. They got really stand-up 4 linebackers standing there about 7 yards off the ball, and it's hard to get those little wide receivers inside to stalk block those linebackers. But you know, you still got a timeout. If you want to use your timeout, you run the football and take that chance.
Amari Towns now in to replace Winston, and Towns now is split all the way on the far side. He has 1 touchdown reception already tonight.
They put some speed in to rush the passer.
Going to look for Towns high and incomplete, even too high for the tall Towns.
I like the move. You see what they did? They put 2 lighter kids in the middle.
Yes.
To rush the quarterback. Beeson had to rush his pass.
4th down. This could call the game. They need to get a 1st down. They need to get beyond the 30 to keep this drive alive.
And you got to run your route at least the distance of the 1st down. You got to.
14 seconds and counting on the play clock. Mac Beeson trying to keep the drive alive. On 4th down, getting some pressure, and now he's going to run it. Can he make it? No, he may be a yard short.
Didn't make it.
He did not make it. The defense was able to wrap him up, and it depends on the spot.
Nah, he didn't make it. Did not make it.
And he did not make it, and you can see the white jerseys and the blue helmets of the Jaguars. The elation of victory after almost a decade of misery. And you can also see the dejection of the Buccaneers.
Boy, you have got to tip your hat to Mac Beeson. He saw a seam and he thought he could make it. And Spain Park, the secondary players and linebackers, they went straight to him. Yeah.
So now we have a timeout. Ball is turned over on downs. And for something that hasn't happened since 2015, which happened twice in the same year for Spain Park, that was their magical state championship year. This young man, Brock Bradley, will do what hasn't been done in almost a decade, the victory formation and kneeling it to seal the victory. He kneels it, and that should do it. And the celebration begins as the team that is the younger of the two teams in Hoover will walk away with a 39-37 victory over the Hoover Buccaneers here at the Hoover Met. The student body has rushed the field, and when the clock strikes 0, the celebration officially begins for Spain Park Jaguars, victorious over their arch rival, the Hoover Bucks, 39-37.
It's a great high school football game, James. That's a great high school football game.
And sportsmanship is still center at all games, so they still have to shake hands. But the students will not forget this. For the Buccaneers, they've got to go back to the drawing board. They had the elation of winning in Florida, now the dejection of losing here at the Hoover Met.
I think there's a lot of things you can learn from this game, too. Defensively, I mean, there's a lot of breakdowns defensively in the secondary on both sides. I mean, you had two quarterbacks that played their heart out. You had receivers played their heart out.
We take a break. We come back. We'll wrap things up here from the Hoover Met. Your final score, Spain Park 39, Hoover 37. You're watching Drummond Company Friday Night Rivals, presented by Masreno Law Firm. Stay tuned.
What a football game that was.
Welcome back to Drummond Company Friday Night Rivals, presented by the Masreno Law Firm. James Verrett, along with Rick Cleveland. And Rick, what we saw was a great rival game here on Friday Night Rivals.
You know, I've been involved in a lot of rivalries in 46 years of coaching. That right there was a big man game.
No doubt.
I'm telling you, those two teams and their coaches, they played one heck of a football game. Fans got I guarantee they got their worth in whatever they paid for their tickets. But you got to tip your hat to Spain Park and Tim Vakakis and that entire staff. They made adjustments when they needed to, did the right thing at the right time to win the football game.
Let's take a look at our Whataburger Water play of the game, and it was the defense by Spain Park that had most likely one of the most memorable plays so far in our season at Friday Night Rivals. Beeson on the pass. He's trying to throw it and trying to keep the drive alive. He throws it tip drill, and it's a pickoff play, Peyton Woods, and he is going to take it all the way to the house. He tips it to himself, and he takes it all the way in for the score. And just like that, they have the lead. An 87-yard interception return for the touchdown. Our Whataburger, what a play of the game, and that was a play.
That was a great play. And, you know, the thing I loved about it, you saw two defensive linemen who were playing it safe. You saw two defensive linemen that were playing it safe, and Luthenberger came up and made him throw that ball quickly. Woods tips the ball, goes 87 yards for a touchdown.
And I know he'll never forget
that's
that.
That's a defensive lineman's dream. At their 10-year reunion, they'll still be talking about it.
No doubt about it. No doubt about it. And Austin Pratt is down now with the victorious coach of Spain Park. We're waiting for him to grab the coach because I know he's most likely getting hugs and shaking hands with a lot of people, and it should be pretty good. And, you know, our Whataburger player of the game also comes from Spain Park, and that's a young man who had well over 200 yards receiving in Corey Barber.
Yeah, Corey Barber had some kind of night. When he came back and made that catch, and boy, I mean, he came back to the football and did a great job.
Let's go down to Austin Pratt, who has the victorious coach for Spain Park. Coach?
I'm here with Coach Frakakas. Coach, why don't you tell me a little bit about the victory today? Very, very much a rivalry game, lots of energy in here. Had the lead, lost it, won the game. Tell me about it.
It's a heavyweight fight. Anytime there's a heavyweight fight, then, you know, there's going to be some big shots landed, and we tell our kids all the time that every heavyweight has their favorite punch, but the champions have chins, and what we do on a day-to-day basis, week to week, month to month, year to year basis, we develop our chin, and we're still standing, swinging at the end. We didn't run out of gas. We had some guys cramping, but our kids stepped up and made plays, man. I'm proud of these guys, man.
Yeah, lots of fireworks today, lots of gadget plays. What was really the key to coming out on top tonight?
Well, our kids didn't quit. We told them it might look bad. There's going to be plays made on their side, on our side. You got to play the next play. Our coaches did a great job of keeping our kids level-headed, and our kids kept answering, man. And we're blessed. We're blessed on Jaguar Drive. There's no doubt.
Awesome. Well, Coach, we do want to present this to you for winning our game of the week here tonight.
Hey!
And if we could get one moment with our player of the game.
Corey, they want to talk to you. Hey, guys, be quiet.
Corey, you are our Friday Night Rivals player of the game here tonight. What's it feel to kind of come out of this win with such a big game today?
It feels great. We were ready all week. We put a good game plan in. We knew we were going to come in and fight. That way with Coach V, always talk about that chin. You got to have that chin. We were down, but we knew we were going to come back and win because we got that strong chin.
And how big of a deal is it on such a rivalry here and such a big game tonight? First time in almost 10 years your school takes the win here. How does it feel?
It feels good. It feels good to make history in the school.
And with all these people around you, you got all your guys here celebrating you here. How does it feel as just kind of a team win here tonight?
It feels great, man. I love my team, man. I feel like we're the best in the nation. We compete for a state this year. Keep down. Keep down.
Thank you very much, Corey. Good game. Guys in the booth, back to y'all.
Thanks a lot, Austin. And I mean, they are definitely elated, Rick, because, hey, they finally got it off their back. They can say that they have been able to defeat their crosstown rival in the, legendary Hoover Bucks.
That's a big game, big win, first time in 10 years. And, well, I'm telling you, what do you say about Tim Vakakis? Everywhere he's been, he's taken programs that have been down and built them up. And now it's not just about me, it's about us. And that's a great thing for Tim and that entire Spain Park staff.
Well, going forward and coming up, we're going to be heading over to Hueytown and Mountain Brook. That's 6A, but Spain Park now will also have an opportunity to make a say in Class 6A with a victory like this tonight.
Yeah, you got some great teams in 6A. I'm going to tell you right now, you go down south to Mobile and you look at that Saraland team, they're loaded for bear. That's 6A is mighty tough, I'll tell you that.
No doubt about it. We'll have a key 6A matchup coming up, Mountain Brook and Hueytown next week on Friday Night Rivals. This has been one for the books, definitely.
No doubt. 46 years is one of the great ones in my mind, I can tell you that.
39-37, your final. Spain Park victorious over the Hoover Buccaneers. For Rick Cleveland, I'm James Red, and